Hi, I'm Kit Birks and I'm attempting to walk the entire length of Europe, all in the name of suicide prevention. This challenge is named Strive Beyond Silence and it's a trek to put mental health on the map. It's the first continuous solo trek of its kind and I'm aiming to do it in 365 days. Good morning. I feel rested, I feel good, I feel ready for day 29. Yeah, came to this cabin last night. I'm so glad that I kept on pushing to get here because it was, and it has, and it still is, a really nice experience. So yeah, you get this key for being a DNT member, which is in Norway they have a network of huts, and if they're locked then you get to come in. You still have to pay for your stay, but it's really reduced, so it's basically the equivalent of like a tenner. But yeah, loved this. Apparently a lot more huts like this to come, so I'll be using that key more often, which is obviously very exciting. But I always love coming to these huts. I mean, they are in the middle of nowhere. You just have to walk to get here. There's no other way to get here, and in winter you'd have to ski to get here. And it's just crazy. You go through miles and miles and miles of beautiful views and landscapes and mountains and rolling hills and valleys and peaks and whatever, and then suddenly out of nowhere these huts are there. And you just like, there is no one else for miles. I mean, there was other people staying here, but yeah, especially on those harder days, it just makes it worth it. And you just feel so incredibly lucky because, yes, people come and stay here, but it's not a large amount. So you're one of the few. So yeah, feeling very lucky and ready for the day. So time to get cracking. I'm going to be walking about 19 miles today. Plan is to camp tonight. So yeah, a little bit less than I did yesterday. Yesterday was just under 22 miles. So just gonna see what today has in store. I want to thank everybody who is helping support this mission. Whether you've donated to charity, contributed to the crowdfunder, or if you just turn up here to tune in for content. Sending messages of support and comments, it all means the absolute world. I might be alone out here, but you guys let me know that I'm never truly alone. You're all here with me. This is not just my mission, it's ours. So thank you. Right in the middle of another crappy river crossing, but crappy for a different reason. This one's very wide, and it's just like these rocks, and all the ones that are underwater, you can't tell really how deep they are, and they're just covered in slime. So you keep sliding around, getting an angle caught, or one of your poles gets caught. It's taking me about probably like 5, maybe even 10 minutes just to get this far. Jeez. Well, that river crossing was about as much fun as a fart and an aeroplane. God. Okay, I'm really pooped. There's a lot of elevation today and a lot of wind. And then got to these cabins, and as they're key ones, anyway, there was 2 cabins and they're filled with families, so I'm camping, which is fine. I love camping. Generally do, that sounds sarcastic. Yeah, a storm is on its way, so it's gonna be very rainy and very windy tomorrow. So that's something to look forward to. But I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna sleep. I will show you my view because it's very nice. Not bad, eh? Very nice indeed. Although this is not very nice. I squished a mosquito, and that's how much blood came from the mosquito. Which means it's probably my blood as well, so gross. Anyway, night. Sleep tight. Good morning. Oh, I slept so well. Time to get going for today. An earlier start than usual. Want to get in quite a few miles today, and obviously it's going to be rainy. But it's not raining right now, so hopefully I can pack up my tent whilst there's still no rain, because otherwise it's heavier with rain on it. Right, let's get going. So I managed to pack up before the rain started, so that feels like a win already today. First of all, going to a park called Humahata. It's 18k, it says on the side, so 11 miles. And then it'll be another 11 to the next hut as well. So plan, yeah, is to do 22 miles today. But there is this storm coming in, so just going to see how it goes and take it easy. But it's downhill for the first half of today, really. And then there's more incline in the afternoon. It's so nice to be back with the trees. And it's not going to be for long, but gosh, I miss trees. I love trees. Love them. As much as frogs, probably not, but they're still up there. I've got many a favourite tree, and if you followed me, especially on TikTok for a while now, I think you'll definitely know how much I love trees. Okay, little update. So I was walking, I got to this hut that I've been planning to get to for lunch, and then I've done 12 miles, and then I was going to do another 10 miles to get to my stop for tonight. However, when I got here, a just complete massive storm came through. Then there were people here, we got chatting, and the storm got worse and worse and worse. So there's two guys, a father and a son from Switzerland. There's 4 Norwegian guys here fishing about my age, and there's one guy from the Netherlands as well who is a hiker, and he is coming opposite way from me, and he's on day 51, and he's about to finish in 4 days. He's doing this one called the Green Man or something, the Green. Anyway, we're all here, and basically I've just readjusted my days. So I was supposed to be doing 23 miles today, 22 miles tomorrow, and then 14 miles to get into Abisko. And now I've changed it to 12 miles today, and then 2 days of 23 miles. So I'll still get there in time. And also this cabin is so nice. I'll show you around. I'm going to ask everyone permission. Is it okay if I film you? And it's nice to chat with people and get to hear their stories. It's all really, really interesting. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Florian.
There we go. There we go. Would you like to say hello?
Hello, I'm Emily.
Very good. I'm fishing out there, but I haven't caught any fish yet. And there you go, a little cabin for the night. You'd like to introduce yourself?
I am David.
David.
Old man. Still walking.
Still walking, still going. There's something in the hiking. So I met these guys earlier, and they've called up to me. Please introduce who you are.
I'm Sven. Sven Pienfalk. From the south of Sweden. Used to be up here nearly every year. Just to hike. I met Kit on the road.
Just on the path, and
now we joined for maybe 3 days, I think. So, but now we are taking it a little bit slower this day. So, nice to meet you.
Yes, it was lovely to meet you too.
my name is Søren Fjellström, and Sven is my good friend. And we met you, as he said, and your story knocked me. And I will follow your trip with my prayers.
Thank you. It's been so lovely walking with you both. You're very nice. There you go, finally met them. Those are the 2 gentlemen that I was talking about the other day, and I never got a video of them, so it's really cool. So because I stopped there at lunchtime, I didn't keep on going. They caught up to me and they were like, "Oh my gosh, we never thought we'd see you again." So that was lovely, and just nice to have so many hugs. So yeah, feeling good. It's really interesting. I'm only really realising today, with hindsight, how much my head was not in the game yesterday. Me and Sandy call it the chimp. So everyone's got a chimp, this voice in our head that sort of rears its ugly head at times. Whether it tells us we're not enough, or I can't do this, or basically starts bringing up those panicky emotions, whatever it is. And during the course of this mission, I've got to keep putting that chimp in the cage, because it will come out. And yesterday, even though I didn't let it fully come out, I was definitely having to push it back down. There were just thoughts of, this is hard, what's the point? I think I just felt really tired and my legs felt heavy, and the miles seemed to just be moving slowly. Even though I was able to do 11 miles super quickly, it just felt slow. Not super quickly, but in good time. Whereas today, like, I'm not even having to push any thoughts down. I'm just enjoying it. I'm in the moment. I'm looking around. I feel super focused about getting from A to B, and the miles are kind of brushing past. And that's sort of, I think, maybe just due to, yeah, as I said earlier, feeding the soul, having time with people, and just giving my mind a chance to focus on other things and other people and talk about the challenge as well. And that talking about the challenge makes me realise, you know, why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for suicide prevention. I'm doing it to show other people that there is life on the other side of our darkest moments, and you can achieve amazing, amazing things. So yeah, sometimes you've got to keep going to be reminded why you kept going. And last night was one of those moments. So yeah, out of the mountains now, heading down into a valley, and the sun has come out. Okay, good morning. Day 32. Officially a whole month since I left Nord Cape, which is crazy. This stretch I wanted to do in 6 days. It's definitely going to be 7 now. And I've been feeling bad because I've been like, okay, I can get in 23 miles, easy, no problem. And then I keep on, well, I fell short yesterday, and I felt short on some miles a couple of days ago as well. But what's been really comforting is speaking to other people in these huts. A lot of them Swedish and Norwegian, so this is their back garden basically. Even they say that it's hard to get in big miles because the terrain is just so tricky. It's about 4 miles of this sort of terrain, and it's actually probably one of the most taxing things, because it's not just taxing on the body, it's really taxing on the mind. And then you've got big bits of bog, and you've got these tree roots as well, which you have to kind of go over. And you know, one wrong step and you're going to break an ankle. So they're like, it's fine, just slow down, and it's only me against me here. And I'm going to make up the miles, especially when I get into more flat places like Germany and mainland, some places in mainland Europe. So right now I'm just like forgiving myself and be like, it's okay, take it slow. It's better to be careful than to risk injury or breaking or fracturing something. Because yeah, so it was just nice to hear it from other people, other hikers, people that have done this a lot. Struggling a bit mentally today. Just woke up in a bit of a weird mindset. I know that's normal for anybody, for all of us. We don't always wake up feeling good and great and positive and happy and determined and motivated. But it's the first time it's really happened since the beginning, when I was kind of full of fear. I don't know really what to name the emotion. I can't seem to quite find the word, but just feeling a bit off, a bit down. Okay, so after feeling pretty low this morning, phone's not working, I just felt, I don't know, just felt a bit off. I was hoping that I would see 2 familiar faces, and I was very lucky when I came over the crest of the hill to see them waiting by the river. Yay! And now we've been walking together, and it's been really nice, and I'm feeling much more positive. So yes, again, the kindness of strangers, but not so much strangers anymore. It's been lovely. So all is good, all is well. My phone doesn't work, but it doesn't matter. To Sven and Søren, I can't believe you covered my whole stay in Abisko. You really believed not just in me, but in this whole challenge. And you were more than just walking companions to me. You genuinely felt like family out here. You picked me up when I needed it. You gave me unbelievable amounts of love, kindness, and support. The hugs, the chats, I will carry them with me forever. I know we will meet again one day. Until then, thank you. I've arrived. I've had a shower. Look, that's wet hair, not greasy hair, which is a nice change. And I'm currently having this aloe vera sunny mango drink, and it is absolutely delightful. Yeah, Sven and Søren are already here when I got here because they hitchhiked from where the road started here. And we're gonna have dinner together later. They've been so kind to get me my beautiful room. The nearest shop is 2 kilometers away, so I'm kind of tempted just to go this afternoon. It's only 2:30 here, so if I go this afternoon and get all my resupply, then tomorrow I can actually like properly just rest and eat and do content ETT stuff. Oh, my heart is full, my belly is full, my soul, yeah, you guessed it, it's full. Time for bed, okay, not at night. So rest day today, time to sort out content, mainly getting things sent over to Kai so he can make this video right here, right now, as well as resupplying and just taking care of my body a bit. I also had to just check in with my friend Pete, as he is joining me in 5 days time, and because I've been held up in Kilburn RV, I was a bit like, how are we going to get him here? Søren, his sister, is driving to Ritsom, which will be my next resupply point, and it's going to pick Pete up from the train station and bring him along. So that's worked out perfectly. Anyway, I'm having lunch, so Sven and Søren, who have taken care of my whole stay here, including buffet breakfast this morning, which I had with them, and they've also done lunch, and I'm having a very traditional Swedish lunch. Swedish meatballs, lingonberry sauce, potatoes. Rude not to, right? Morning. Yeah, I didn't really film much yesterday. I had for the first time like the most relaxing rest day, because normally I've just been trying to sort things out and it's all felt quite like, but I really relaxed yesterday. I had a nap, I went for a very gentle walk, I spoke to family, sorted out content, and had an early night and ate, really tried to get some good meals in. So I had that nice lunch, and then I had a big fat pizza. I had loads of apples and bananas and fresh fruit. It was great. And yeah, I spoke to Sandy, Coach Sandy. Always good to check in with him. And then spoke to Pete, who's my friend who's joining me in 6 days. Yeah, as I said, Søren, so Søren and Sven, they've already headed off yesterday, but I'm going to meet them in Ritsom, which will be my next little town. And Søren's sister is coming to join him to walk and is going to be driving Pete. It's amazing how things work out. It's just fantastic, really. I was faffing around a bit too much this morning. Basically, when I got that new phone in Caltageno that ended up just dying after one day because it was really old, I had to put my SIM card from this phone into it, and then when it just broke and I was like, I'm not going to carry around that extra weight, and I got rid of it. I got my SIM card rid of it as well, and then I tried to order a replacement SIM card for Pete to bring out. But they weren't having any of it because it's linked to my old email. Fuck, what a mess. Anyway, I'm using an eSIM on this, but obviously, yeah, so anyway, I'm going to sort it out when I get my new phone. I'll just have to get a new number and transfer everything over. Faff. My own fault as well, this one. Anyway, we've started on the Kingsleden, so it's going to be busy, as I said. I'm getting pulled forward by knowing that I get to see Pete in a familiar face. Not wait.
I don't mind.
You sure I can take your Paddington?
You can take your Paddington.
Okay, it will remind me of home.
I hope this gets you to Greece and achieve everything you need. It's gonna be your companion for the rest of the hike.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, look, a little slice of London. Thank you.
No problem at all.
So I just got talking to Flavien, and he heard my accent and realised that I was English. And he's actually here with a walking group, and most of them are from London, a few from the Midlands, but they're further back. He's gone ahead. And then I told him what I was doing, and he was just really supportive, and he gave me his Paddington there. So we've got to make sure that Paddington gets to Greece. How lovely. and he's going to spread the word, and he said to look out for the group ahead. It's going to be interesting hearing some English accents. I haven't met anybody yet from England since I started, so anyway. I can't stop smiling. And there goes the rest of that group of English people. Just had a really nice chat with them all. They couldn't believe that Flavian had given me his Paddington Bear. Apparently they've all been trying to get it off him. So yeah, they're part of a meetup group that go out on these amazing hikes. So that's really, really cool. I feel very happy and really amazing to have met those lovely, lovely people. There have been so many highlights to this challenge, and I could sit here for hours talking about the views, the scenery, the camping spots, but the true beauty has lied within the people that I've met out here. The unbelievable kindness of strangers, people wanting to help you. It has restored my faith in humanity. The unexpected conversations, the openness, there's no time for small talk out here. People want to hear your stories and they want to offer theirs in return. That's what I can't wait for next. I've eaten a walnut pasta tonight. It was actually really yummy. And now just listening to my book with Paddy. I'm obsessed. This is just the sweetest thing. I can't tell you how nice it is just to have a little Paddy. Loving it. Anyway, one of my favourite times of day. Tea. Snickers. Ended up doing 16.5 miles today. Not bad. I didn't start until midday, so quite happy I was able to get that in, and I set up camp around 7:30, so did well I think, and now just gonna chill out for a bit and then sleep. Okay, night, sleep tight. I'll see you on the morning of day 36. Good morning, welcome to the morning of day 36. I slept so well. It was a very, very stormy night last night, but I felt very cozy in my tent. I fell asleep at about 9:30 and then woke up at 7:15. I got such solid sleep, so I'm feeling very good and refreshed. Yeah, so this stretch is only about 80 miles. So I would normally try and push to do that in 4 days. But Pete gets here on Friday. It's currently Monday, and I had yesterday as well. So I'm trying to sort of pace myself, but I'm still going to arrive early and probably just have a rest day and wash my clothes and myself before Pete arrives on Friday. So yeah, today I'm going to do 17, 18 miles and just enjoy, take it all in. Right, and I'm just looking at my route for today. I'm loving these maps. It's so much fun to sit and just look at them all. Yep, so that's that then. Gonna pack up my tent. The rest of my stuff is all packed up. And get going. Because this trail is so popular, the huts here have like loads of accommodation. They're almost like hostels, and they have little kiosks and someone here so you can buy food as you go, which is just mental after what I've been used to. And the trails are so nice. Like there's no bog because every single bit of bog is covered by wooden planks that you can walk on. And because so many people have walked the trails, it's just so smooth. There's like some rocks, but it's just been really smoothed down. It's insane. Oh my god, there's some people up ahead. I'm trying to remain calm, but they have what looks like a very cute, fluffy ginger dog. I want to just lose my mind when I see it and just, hello. But let's not do that. I haven't seen many dogs out here, so this is quite an exciting moment. I wonder if they'll let me say hello. Oh my god, it's so cute, it's so cute. I still got to say hello, but I didn't get to feel the fluff, you know. Hey, that's okay. Just an independent dog out here doing a badass race with his mum and dad. I respect his boundaries. I really wish I could have just been like... Anyway, I'm going to shut up about it. Cute dog. Very happy I saw a cute little dog. So just making my way up to this mountain pass, which apparently is unbelievably beautiful. And then I'm going to descend, and there's going to be a river to my right, and then I'm going to find somewhere along that river to camp. The sun's just come out. It's been quite cold otherwise through there. But yeah, I'm now just making my way up this. Stunning. Oh, I feel better having eaten. Whew. It's a little bit chilly. So it's been a good day. Very busy, as you would have seen. Yeah, 500 people walking in the opposite direction. I don't think I passed all 500, but I definitely passed quite a few. And had some really nice chats. Chatted to a really nice guy from the UK called Theo. And then another really nice chat with 3 guys from Denmark. And they are doing, all of them were doing this trail, this thing. The 3 guys from Denmark also climbed Kebnekaise as well, which is the tallest mountain in Sweden, which is in this mountain pass. I think it's one of them. I'm going to look at my map and see which one it is. But yeah, good day, very good day. Time for a cup of tea, a Snickers bar, listen to my book, and sleep. Right, let's get going for the day. So I turn off from this busy trail. Most people start heading to a place called Nikolokta, and I'm going to turn right and start heading to a place called Ritsom, which will be my next stop, and is where Pete will be joining me. Anyway, absolutely stunning place to wake up this morning. I'm feeling ready to go. I think the plan today is to do about 18 miles. So yeah, and in 4 miles there's another hut with provisions, which is good because I need a few bits and pieces. So pretty cool. That was a helicopter dropping off provisions. So that's Stuga, although it's known in English as a hut. I also saw on the map that was one that was for provisions, so it has a little kiosk, and I was hoping to get a couple of hot chocolate sachets, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Anyway, the shop closed at 10. I got there at like 2 minutes past 10, and it doesn't open up again until 2. And I was like, can I just have like just a couple of hot chocolate sachets? Anyway, never mind. Totally not on the agenda today. I want to thank my amazing sponsors: ADHD 360, Gordon's Wine Bar, Givestar, Peak Dynamics, Montaigne, and Body Mind Soul Mallorca. Without you, this mission really would not have been possible, and I'm really grateful for all your amazing support. There is still sponsorship opportunities available. If you and your company are interested, please do get in contact. Very rocky around these parts, but luckily there is a hut, and it's right there, very, very close. But also what's very, very close is a storm coming in from the right of me. So am I going to make it there in time? Can you see the hut? It's just there. And that's the storm well, it's actually quite a lot in the distance, so I think I've got time. What a day! It's so funny how you get off these popular paths and suddenly it's just like back into the sort of insanity, into the wilderness. Anyway, nearly there. It's been about 19 miles in the end today. And I'm very hungry. I'm constantly hungry. And yeah, I've been in calorie deficit. It's really hard to stay on top of your calories. I'm burning over 5,000 calories a day. But I thought I was doing better on this stint, having more backup snacks and grazing snacks. But I'm just so hungry all the time. Anyway, so all I can think about right now is having my dinner. I can't even remember what I've got But I think it's something delicious. Probably just like ricey something or a pastry something. But yeah, I'm so hungry. Anyway, that's just that then. Nearly there. Good morning. Oh, I slept so well last night in my cozy bed in the cabin. I had a really lovely chat with a girl called Ida. It was just me and her in there, so it was really nice to have some chats and a beautiful place to wake up. And I realised I've never actually shown you the loos that they have. These are luxury compared to what they were like at the beginning, where it was just they were horrible. So these are the compost loos they have in most huts, and you come in here, and yeah, you just don't want to look down, because it's just like a pit of horrendousness. Anyway, it's pretty good, hey. Yeah, at the beginning it was just these tiny boxes full of spiders, and the pits were. Anyway, so this is luxury. So that's that, and I have a lovely little window you can look out from as well. Also, as I've said before, so the network of huts in Norway is DNT. Sweden are SGF mainly, and SGF not have rangers, so they have someone that hosts, and they stay here, and they do 5, 6 or 3 week rotations apparently. And the lovely gentleman that's here hosting, he arrived last week. He's come with his wife as well, and he made freshly baked bread. So last night he gave me some slices of freshly made bread and some butter, which I had with my like stew. So that was lovely. And he also offered lingonberry juice, so that was really cool as well. Anyway, I'm gonna go have my breakfast and my coffee, and then get moving for the day. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you so much, and thanks bye Ida as well. Bye. So I've just been sat with Klaus. He was the man that just walked across the bridge. He is 78 and has walked tens of thousands of miles in his life and continues to do so. So I feel like hiking might be the secret to a longer, healthier, more mobile life. Clearly there's something in it. Anyway, he came over and said, "I've been told about you." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, I was in a hut last night, a cabin last night, which is the one I'm coming up to in about 2 miles. With Sven and Søren, and they were like, "There's a girl, you'll probably bump into her, she's walking the length of Europe, blah blah blah." So anyway, we chatted. He's very, very sweet and wished me well on my journey. And yeah, I thought I was going to bump into Sven and Søren yesterday, the last cabin, but they were the cabin ahead, so I'm going to just be seeing them in Ritsom. So after I walked along that little like dam, you get to another SGF hut called Single. What was it called? It'll probably say here. It just says SGF. Anyway, it doesn't matter what it's called. And there was a young couple there with their 2 children. I met one of them. He was like only 2 years old, walking around barefoot, just so happy. And again, they were like, "You're the girl that's walking to Greece." And I was like, "Did Søren and Sven stay here?" They're like, "Yes." They're spreading the word. Anyway, they gave me some really delicious lingonberry lemonade, so that was yum. And yeah, gonna walk for another 10k, so another 6 miles, pitch up near a really big lake, and then it'll just be another 6 miles into Ritsom tomorrow. So yeah, and I'm now just walking along this dirt road, so should be able to get in the miles quite quickly, which would be good. And that incision I made in my trainer has made a huge difference, so that's good as well. Good morning, welcome to day 39. I was so sleepy last night. It took me so long to put my tent up. Went down to this lake, which is really, really beautiful, but very stony. And then I found a really like mossy, grassy area, but it was actually just gravelly. So all of my tent pegs are actually pinned down with huge rocks, and the rain was so bad, so everything's still very wet and soggy, and the mosquitoes were crazy because there was no wind but lots of rain, so yay. So I literally just ate and fell asleep about 8 o'clock, and now I've woken up at 5 a.m, which is fine. Day 39, only 8 miles to Ritsom, where I'm going to be waiting for Pete to arrive tomorrow, so no rush today, but I've woken up early, so I'll get there early. What is nice is that even though I was caught in such a big storm putting up my tent in the end, the clothes I put on were bone dry because my waterproofs are so waterproof. I mean, my shoes are soaked, so I had to put on soggy shoes. I did put on dry socks, but that was almost pointless because the shoes are so wet that the socks got wet. But my waterproofs are just amazing. Amazing. It's so nice. I mean, I remember when I did the West Highland Way, I had to put on wet clothes because my waterproofs really weren't that waterproof, but these are just amazing. Hey! I'm pretty sure in the distance, walking towards me, I can see Sven and Søren. I think. I'm now more or less 100% sure. Ah! Hi! Good morning. I kind of left you on a weird cliffhanger yesterday. So yeah, Sven and Søren were following me on my map share so they could see that I was approaching Ritsom, which is this tiny little village that I'm in. So they walked a kilometre and a half up to meet me, and then we walked back together. They have these tourist stations, so the one that I was at in Abisko is huge, and this is a lot smaller, and more of a hostel vibe. So I shared a room with a really lovely Swedish couple last night, and then just spent a lot of time in the common area where there's like a kitchen and loads of tables, chatting with people, and just had some really amazing chats. Sadly, Sven left yesterday. He had to get back home. Quite a teary goodbye. It was sad to say goodbye, but I know it won't be forever. Me and him will meet again, hopefully at the finish line is the plan. So yeah, I was with Søren last night. We had a pizza together and chatted with other people, and just heard lots of amazing and lovely stories. Anyway, got moved to another room today where there is one bunk, and this is for Pete. Pete arrives today. Søren's sister is picking him up from the train station, and they're going to be here about 7 p.m. Update: Pete has said picked up and in the car. Going to be here around 10:30, 11 o'clock, so in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. He's got to an airport in London, and then plane, bus, ferry, bus again, train, and then car. And then I'm going to make him walk for 4 days. Anyway, he's nearly here, so that's very exciting. Look, you're going to be part of the documentary now, Pete. How do you feel?
Terrifying. No, just, yeah.
These are all the goodies that Pete has brought me from home, including a new phone, new trainers, very much needed, mine is stinky and gross, my old Crocs, some new socks with toes on them, and then my mum has given Pete all these protein bars because she's been very worried about my protein. Some chocolate buttons. Pete always brings Lindor every time we meet up together, and he didn't fail this time. And then my lovely friends have been organised and done cards as well as from my mum. Warrior Goddess Kit, love that. Kit, the stomper of all sexy boots. So I got, and then Givestar, who are amazing, including a hat. And then most importantly, a lovely little surprise from Mother.
Så vi fick, jag återkom till flygplatsen.
So this is the hut that we're going to go beyond today. So we're doing this whole route. We're off. We We are not even a mile in, but we're up for the adventure. Plan is to do, I don't know, we're just going to walk and see how we feel. See how we feel. Get the miles in, enjoy it. It was really wet, windy, horrible this morning. So we left it a bit and now we've headed out. So yeah, 4 days and 64 miles. So about 16 miles a day. And yeah, we'll be going into Norway again and just enjoying it. It's so nice to have some company. Day 1 under the belt, and how else should we celebrate than having a baby bell?
Bob Mortimer turns him into a candle.
Oh my god, we should...
I
I don't know how we do that, but I love Bob Mortimer. Shout out to Bob Mortimer. This is our little camp spot. Yay! 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 Right, moment of truth. Oh my god, this is another surprise by you as well.
What was the other one?
Dates.
Oh yeah.
Dates. We've been on a lot of dates. Cheers. It's the morning of day, what is it? 42.
43? Or was yesterday 42? I'm not very helpful.
No, it's day 42 today. I'm not very helpful. Pete, you're very helpful. Look, you've got your water boiling, coffees are on the go, breakfast is about to happen. So this is the bunny that Pete brought with him from my mum, loaded with hugs, and it was a mission to name her over the 4 days out here together with Pete. And we've already made up our minds that she is going to be called Jokka, which means river in Swedish. So yeah, let's see what she looks like after a year when she gets to Greece. Do we think she's going to be nice, pink and fluffy? I doubt it. She's going to probably look just as weathered as I will. So you've added Tyler. Would you like to say a bit about him?
Yeah, my mum has been in conversations with Lucille, Tyler's mum, and just requesting or just sharing your journey, Kit, and what you're doing it for. And a little section of their exchange was, I was bawling when you wrote of wanting to remember Tyler on the walk through Norway. I'm so humbled that you want to keep him alive in this way. Most certainly add his name to the list. Unfortunately, there are far too many young people who have taken their lives far too young. And then it goes on.
Well, we now have Tyler on the flag, and he'll be with me all the way until Greece, living on with all these beautiful other people as well.
Race across America.
Or race across the world?
Race across the world.
Yes. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. So there's loads of huts here, and they're all either locked or unlocked, and there's people in them. And we were going around each one seeing which ones were free. And we were like, okay. And we finally found our own little cabin. Our own little cabin. This is our little home. Bring it in. Look, we've even got a little candle. So here's 21.5 miles. Rain, wind, mist.
The same portion.
But we made it. What a bloody good day.
Beautiful day. I'm going to keep on saying beautiful, but
It has been. I mean, I wish you could have seen more of the views.
I didn't need. I liked it when it appeared through the mist.
To be fair, yeah, it does feel like a bit more of like a